Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. We're going to start out with the trunk and we'll carry on from there. We'll see where we get to. I guess I got to take this off. There's a bunch of spots where the clear over the years has started to lift, and I'm going to have to strip some of that off. I'm not going to strip it all, but I'm going to, well, I shouldn't say strip it off. I'm going to feather edge it out any places where it's starting to lift. I got more on the quarter panel as well. It's kind of nasty, but I mean, this thing sat outside in the sun for a lot of years, so I can't really complain. It did better than OEM in a lot of cases. We got some on the roof too. That was 7,500 DuPont clear. This was 8,500 high build clear. I got a dent there to fix. I got some rust on the inside of the trunk lid. So I guess without further ado, I'm going to take this trunk lid off and we'll get started on her. Taking off the light. Your compressor was making too much racket, so I shut the video off. Alright, now my experience tells me to remove the back post bolts completely. I should have my the wall gone out, but I'm not going to. There's only a couple bolts. A little bit of crust under here. It was in a fairly humid garage. My kid was supposed to be drying the floor, and I was living out of Province, and he never did it. I know he didn't do it. He says he did, but I call bull. It is what it is. Here comes the trunk lid, guys. She's off of there. Well, this is what we got. Some rust happening here. Looks like I seam sealed it years ago. I'm gonna have to get a new trunk seal. That's got to go. I've got some serious rust happening here. I hope the trunk lid's not shot. It's not looking very promising right there. Oh my, I might have to buy a trunk lid. I don't want to buy a trunk lid. I want to fix this trunk lid. So, I guess we're gonna do what we gotta do. Get a muffler jerk. Anyways, yep, it is what it is. I seen a dent. There's a dent here I didn't fix last time. I'm going to fix it this time, I think. And there's some rust there. Oh, looks like I got a crack. And probably another crack. I did not know about that. Interesting. Well, I'll weld them up too. I looked in my box of goodies, and I did in fact buy a new weather strip set that includes the trunk weather strip. So this is gone. It's all cracked anyways, so it's gotta go. Look, there's factory color of the car. Oh boy. Keeps some sand from way back in the day. Wow, factory paint. Oh boy, this is going to be a lot of work. I mean, for some of you young fellows that are healthier than me, this will probably be fun, but it's going to be a lot of work for me. So I hope you guys, it would be great if you would support the channel by viewing the whole video. Would be really nice. Look, sand from back in the 90s. Holy man. That was, I put that there back in the 90s. How did that stay there so long? Anyways, yeah, I'm going to just do this for now. I think I might light up my wire wheel here. See if we can get some of that off with my wire wheel. This is really bad here. I hope this trunk lid's not shot. into this work, guys. This is a really time-consuming part of it. It's just one small step. I should actually take and clean the glue off first, but this is called Scotch braiding. Apparently I did not clear coat the inside of the trunk lid. This is just Centauri. DuPont Centauri. Looks like I got a run in it when I painted it because it's sanding blue. It was nice seeing the original color of the car. It's a moss green. It's not going to be moss green. It's going to be this color again. Maybe I should paint it moss green. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I mean, I got a ways to go yet. This is moss green. This is the color of moss green. This is the factory color. And I think it's kind of putrid myself. Let me know in the comments what you think. This was what color it was when I got the car. This is not moss green. Someone else didn't like the color either. And I never did finish them. I did those welds back in the 90s. I'm going to finish these and I'm going to put them back on the car though. Obviously, all this bodywork is going to have to go. I'll probably glass bead them, but I welded up the holes for the bumper strips because I don't want to put the rubbers on. I didn't have them. And the rear ones I never put back on either, but I'm going to this time. I'm going to just clean them up with some steel wool and I'm going to put them back on the car. It's going to be cool. So much work to do, guys. So much work. You're going to hear me referencing Endura. I'm going to use Endura Ultra Grip. High zinc content epoxy on all the rust. And while I was there buying that, I thought to buy some gun wash. This is virgin gun wash. It's good stuff. This is really high quality gun wash. And no, guys, I'm not going to put rubber gloves on. I probably should, but today I'm not going to. And I'm going to probably regret it. This lid is on there good. This is a brand new can, just going to be opened. I needed it so I could clean my gun and my Bondo boards and stuff. I just didn't want to get stuff from the shop. I could get stuff from the shop. Oh, that's good stuff. Don't smell thinners. Smells like high quality thinners. Common mistake people will make is they'll put their rag on that and they'll wet it. But then you cross-contaminate, you contaminate the entire can. So don't put your rag on there and then wet it. Put some in a container. I'm not going to use a whole bunch at once. I hope this doesn't eat the paint off of there. And I shouldn't be using this as a workbench because I'm going to create more work for myself. You contaminate the whole container of thinners if you do that. And then you get problems because then you contaminate your paint gun. Everything gets contaminated. It just makes a big problem. And this rag is probably not totally clean, but I'm going to be discarding it shortly. I'm just going to use this to clean off the adhesive that was left behind by the wire wheel, and it looks like it's working very well. This is high quality gun wash. It was $27 Canadian for that can of gun wash. But I don't have to borrow any from the shop. And it's not that I mind getting stuff from the shop. I'm sure if I asked, it's no problem. I just feel like I should buy my materials. So, and not have to worry about paying anybody back for anything. This seems to be taking off the old paint, the factory paint. This is good gun wash. It's probably really good for me too. We should wear gloves. My fingers are going to love me for this. Because my fingers, these two fingers particularly, they start to hurt if I do too much body work and stuff. But it is what it is. I'll bring this old girl back to life again. Okay guys, we're going to do a little bit of glass beading and see what happens here. Well, we got some holes there. I'm not going to replace this trunk lid for that. I'm going to put the epoxy primer on it. Like I said, epoxy primer. And then I'm going to probably seam seal it again. But this time when I'm done with the car, and it's painted. I'm going to spray some oil inside to kind of protect that from any further corrosion. So that's what we're doing now. A bit more honey. I ran out. I need some more. Clearly the glass bead does not take off the rust as well as I wanted it to. I think I have some number 4 sill sand. I'm going to try that. If not, I'll take my die grinder and a cutoff wheel and I'll clean that up a little bit more, and then I will blast it some more. I had some number 4 silica sand. We'll see what that does. Take that rust right out. So that's good. That's a good thing. Still pretty heavy rust there. It's definitely through the panel there, which sucks. She's spread out a bit there. It was a concern last time I did the car. I might drill the spot weld, spread that out, clean up the rust inside it, and then put some fancy stuff in between, or maybe just brush some fancy stuff in between. Anyways, I think the panel is still salvageable, so we'll do what we can do for it. Well, let's keep this car original as we can anyways. I'm going to put that ultra grip on this spots here where it's rusted through. I might do a little bit more blast and clean up just because, or might not. But that's really good stuff. That's going to hold it off for as long as I'm going to be around. And the next guy can worry about buying a new trunk lid someday. But I'll make it look nice. I like to get the rust out from between here. I'll probably do a little hammering on that and knock the flakies out of there. Same with here. They were like that before. I tried to blast some in, but it's hard to get in there. Yeah, anyways, more prep work. Oh boy, exciting. but I feel like I'm just white. Freaking yellow jacket. Get lost. I don't need to have any bad days from you. Just get away. I'm having a bad enough day already. But I am going to get this car done. I want to drive my car. I took a chair here. I'm getting played out. This sucks. And I got to drive my car again. And it's going to take some motivation to get going. So if you guys would be so kind as to give me a like or a thumbs up. Man, my lungs are already shot from doing body work for the last 30 some years. And this is really kicking my butt. So, man, I could use a little more motivation if you guys would. I was doing other content and someone was kind of I'm not going to get into it on YouTube, but anyways, I'm done doing that content and we're going to do this content now. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but man, my ass is just getting old and my hand is hurting. It's going to probably be swollen up really good tomorrow, but as you can see, I'm trying to do a good job on my car again. And man, this will probably be the last time I ever paint this car. Probably be the last time I paint any car. But I want to drive my car again. So I need some motivation. This is going to be a long haul. There's going to be a few videos. And I'll probably turn the last one, I'll probably take all the content from all the little videos and I'll turn it into one ginormous time lapse of me painting my car, and I hope you guys enjoy that. She's gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be beautiful. Back to the sanding, guys. Oh, this sucks. I should have brought some soda home. I could have soda blasted. That makes a real mess too. It's really dusty. I'm scotch braiding right now, which is really great for my fingers, for my knuckles. But it does a job. It's how we did it back in the day. That's how I did this before. And man, my fingers are, oh yeah, my knuckles. They hate me. Oh my God, they hate me. But I've got to get this thing prepped. It's a little brown still here, but I think it's going to be okay. I'm more worried about the heavy duty stuff. And I've got to get some epoxy primer with zinc on that. And I want to knock these where it's thick inside, where it's rust jacked. I want to knock some of that rust out of there. So I'm hoping I can get that out of there. Don't wreck the lawnmower, honey. You can hear the background, the lawnmower is going. See a lady running the lawnmower in the off country. And I hope she doesn't destroy it, but well, as soon as we got it, we're done with it. It is what it is. I really should run some. I'm going to prime my bare metal now. And I've decided to use Endura Ultra Grip. It has a high concentration of zinc, and it's very good for protecting against further rusting. 6 million years. This stuff, he could have put it on the shaker for me. This stuff is very high in zinc content. It's going to take me like 10 minutes to stir this. So I'm gonna go. Sure, that's what always happens. This is the moment we're waiting for here. I should have put this through a strainer, but I didn't. You probably can't even see me. But anyways, it is what it is.